Sorry, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Come Witness. I will be your host, coach, and captain for this journey. Um, let's get into it. We will be using the Jets. We will be rebuilding the Jets. The Jets are a team that are in 0-6. I'd put them guaranteed first pick right now. I mean, my team. Let's not talk about them. But yeah. So, the Jets are in a very weird space because they have the talent, it would seem, but they do not have what we judge talent on and judge success on, and that's wins and losses. If you see their record up in the top right corner, their last year record was 5-12. At 0-6, it's gonna kind of be hard to even believe they're gonna hit that next year. So we will be rebuilding them and trying to bring them back to a place where only it seems like guys like Joe Namath, if any old heads are out there, uh, had them and in the space. I couldn't even tell you the last time the Jets have been in the playoffs. I always choose development coach because I feel that it's the best one. The offense and defense one. I feel. I mean, I'm playing the games, so I mean, like I can handle that. But the development of the players is something that I always feel is a good thing to do because you got to get good players. Go through my settings here. I play an all Madden simulation, of course. 8 minutes I feel is a good barometer for me because I'm fairly well at the game. I mean, I'm not the best. I'm not I'm not playing in leagues and competitions and things like that. But I will say that I'm pretty decent at sports video games in general, like the aforementioned 2K and Madden. I played baseball. I played the baseball game when it came to Xbox. I did play that one year. Um, I'm just good at sports games. It's kind of what I do. So 8 minutes is good for me to get stats and keep the score from being crazy. Because I want to keep the realism of the game, so I want to make it a little difficult for me to make trades. If I want to make a trade for something, a pick or something, I got to give up a lot to get a lot. This is a this is a thing. You got to give up a lot to get a lot. Also, with the free agent motivations, I just again, hopefully we get to a successful point in sometimes in this series where I am winning and competing for championships. But I do want to make that journey a little difficult, so we will be making free agency even harder. We'll just be kind of getting guys that want to come to New York, but pay more for guys who don't want to be here, but we kind of need. There's a couple things I want to go through before we get into player introduction. I want to get into the settings. Again, like I mentioned, I am pretty decent at the game. The settings I'm about to put on when first seen will be like, whoa, it's a little crazy. But I'm decent enough at the game to where I'll win game. This first season, I'm not guaranteeing wins. I'm not guaranteeing wins until I get a quarterback. Until I get a quarterback that can make the throws that I need him to make. Justin Fields is not. We'll get to the player introductions, but Justin Fields is nice. But I need a quarterback. And when I get a quarterback, we will be winning more games than we lose. We will. ESPN. There's always an alert on ESPN. If you're a sports fan, this is what happens. You're lucky if you're chilling with somebody, a girl or something, and the ESPN alert goes off. You can any alert that goes off and then ESPN goes off. That's just ESPN. That's just ESPN. Now I gotta. Sometimes it vibrates. Sometimes it gets the noise. You feel me? That's a little nugget out there for y'all boys. If y'all boys want, we gonna bring this down a little bit. Quarterback out 2030. This is like done because I'll talk further more about this when I do the player introduction. But there's players on this team that they are Madden good. They're not NFL good. And Justin Fields is one of those guys where I feel like on Madden, oh, I could dominate with Justin Fields. 93 speed, 91 throw power. His accuracy is decent as long as you take care of the ball. But in real football, 0-6. We're 0-6. You know, so there's that. This is where it's gonna be like, whoa, bring that down there. Bring this down to 30. Down there. Oh no, ball security I keep the same. Ball security I keep the same because there's not too much fumbles in Madden. There's not enough fumbles in Madden. I feel like Madden has at least that part of the turnover game right. The interception game, crazy. Even with it being crazy, we're gonna give the computer a little better a chance at getting them. Cause again I'm good at the game a little bit. Da 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 da. All that. Pat yourself on the back. But fumbles are pretty decent. I have done prior rebuilds, which I've had a little bit less here. These was like I think these were 60 on the prior ones. I boosted them up a little bit. And now I boosted them up in the year that my team was good. Like my team had, I was New Orleans Saints. I had a quarterback that was 99, 97 speed. I had a running back that was 99. I had that 6'9" receiver, another 6'7" receiver. Like my team was so good that it was like even with these settings, I was still dominating the defense. So I had raised it on up to 65, and I played a couple games. But now with it up to 65, and I'm playing the first season with the Jets, and I did their roster. You know, we're gonna win some games, but we're not gonna. But let's get to the team introduction here, or the player introduction. We're not gonna go through everybody. We're just gonna go through key players, like of course our quarterback here, Justin Fields. Well, look, first before we do this, we gotta come over here and do this. I don't know why Madden is like this. Like, why do I have to do this prior to the? You know, why do I gotta hit the? Get them right, start them right. These dudes are probably hurt. Like I said, there's probably players that have pre-existing injuries. I turn pre-existing injuries off because this is again my universe. So those two offensive linemen that just popped up there, they probably are hurt in real life. I don't know, but we're gonna go with them not being hurt to start this one. So we're gonna go over a quick like couple key players here. So Justin Fields. Like I said, there are players on Madden. If you've ever played 2K, there were players on 2K that were just 2K gods. They were better on 2K than they were ever going to be in real life. Guys like Gerald Green, guys like Rudy Gay. I'm missing somebody. I know I'm missing somebody. J.R. Smith, he was god on 2K, but he was one that did end up being like goated. I mean, Russell Westbrook, obvious. That's the obvious one. He's the one that was like, they got it right though. Like he's like that though. Like he if he was just as efficient as people was in 2K playing with him, Westbrook would have been the greatest basketball player ever. Because on 2K, he's a 2K. It's unstoppable. He was unstoppable when he was on OKC. It was unstoppable. It was unstoppable. And Justin Fields he's not an unstoppable, but he's one of these players that like he has the build of like again like I said, you get a fast quarterback, it's kind of easier because you can get away from pressure and make the throws. Like obviously, like I said, the settings aren't what they are, so he's not gonna make every throw. His deep accuracy is only an 81, so it's mean like he's not gonna make every throw. Like I said, I had a quarterback in 99. He started to make every throw after a while. That's why you're not running. So if there's a quarterback, Justin Fields, you got 1 year. If there's not, Justin Fields, you're here until we get a quarterback. And because I like to do in rebuilds, that's the position that you kind of want to, you know, get your own. Sauce is probably going to Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson are probably going to be the last two real guys on the team. Them two and the left tackle, that's a superstar. Like, you know, like those are probably going to be the last real guys on the team. I'm really looking to replace all these guys. I really don't care your age or overall. Like, I want to build my own here. You know, like we're here to win championships, and none of you guys have won. And so far in 2025, none of you guys have even won a game. So I'm here to now blow it all up. I'm telling you out the gate who's staying to go. Quinnen Williams, or is this Quinnen or Quincy? These are brothers. This is Quinnen, right? Yeah. So Quinnen, you're gonna stay, and hey, You want to sign me? You got to sign my brother. I'm just like Giannis. Shout out to Southside Vic. Shout out to Southside Vic for that. If you ever want to hear fire, freestyle, Southside Vic, all in the radar. Sauce is gonna be the last guy to leave this team. He's gonna be the last guy that gets replaced by a guy I draft. I actually don't know this dude right here. What is he? What we looking like here? 94 speed. Are we returning the ball? Where's our kick return? Where's kick return? How am I not? Oh, 55 kick return. How are you? He's scared. He must be scared to get hit. That's crazy. How you 55 kick return? You're an offensive player. Because I've looked at these rosters prior to this, I've seen this dude. 86 speed at the cornerback position is diabolical. If you ask me, it's diabolical. If he upgrades and gets to 90, he'll play. But it's diabolical. It's just, to me, diabolical. The D line seems to be pretty decent. Will McDonald, Jermaine Johnson are, again. I mean, it's the Jets. So to evaluate them by the record is, I'd have to go looking at stats and actually watch film to say if they're good or not. But I mean, I know Jermaine Johnson is pretty decent. I remember when he got drafted, the talk about him. I remember Will McDonald. I mean, I know, Quinnen Williams. Obviously, he's an X factor, so obviously he's good. But we'll. Okay, I was about to say what? We'll figure out where we really need at. And I like to run a base 4-3. That's just a Ravens fan. I'm a Ravens fan. So 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers, dominant middle linebacker, free safety that's over the top playing defense. The Ravens are. Anyways, the Ravens used to be back out. We'll do the coach interview first, cause I think we get to unlock something here. I wanna unlock the ability to be able to scout something. Training camp. It's the training camp. Down in a new season, was name of a new franchise. There's new coaching charge, chance to guide teams to the peak of the NFL. For someone with dreams of reading Canton, this first day of their first interview set to the stage for a career to come. I was trying to keep up with that guy because I know you guys can't hear him. I don't know why that's how that works in streams, but that's how that works in streams. I think I'm gonna play the preseason. I might even play the games, and then just I might play some games and then cut the videos up. We'll go through. All right, so coach, a big reason why you were hired was your ability to develop talent and get the most out of your players. What area will you focus on first? Training camp. I mean, I'm trying to unlock the ability. It's going to start at training camp. We're going to go hard, and these players are going to get a lot better during that time. Camp counselor ability available or awarded. I think that's the one. Shifting to on the field. Which side of the ball will your identity shine? Shifting to on the field. Which side of the ball will your identity shine through most? Before I answer this question, I see myself as a defensive guy. Y'all will see the plays that I make at this safety position. I'm pretty good at this thing. Pretty good at reading routes, and jumping coverages and things like that. I'm pretty good at that. But Madden, it's pretty goddamn good, even before my statins, at making quarterbacks dot you up. I don't care who's back there. He gonna throw a pass. It's gonna make you be like, whoa. He's a 65, man. Or he's a 75. Or he's a 81. He ain't Patrick Mahomes. He ain't making that pass. He ain't Omar. He ain't goddamn Josh Allen. He ain't none of them boys. So, how is he making this pass? This is a drafted rookie. This is a backup. But they're going to make those passes. So, I'm not going to say my defense is going to shine through. We're going to hopefully that it does. But the offense is going to be actually what shines because I'm actually, like I said, pretty decent at the game. And we'll go here. The reason why the blocking is down that in my settings on my sliders is because that's the biggest difference of this Madden when it comes to Other than, you know, this Madden is pretty good. I will put it up there and say this Madden is pretty good. It's the best one we had in a couple years due to just the gameplay was kind of clunky. Last year was slow. Last year was slow as hell. I think they perfected the speed and the movement is a lot more fluent than it's been in a long time. The gameplay is beautiful. But on offense, I feel like in years prior, the offensive line was so bad that the game was just so bad. It was like the trenches is football, and the trenches was so bad for the offensive line that it made every play like you had to run the money plays. If you just played the game and played any play, you gotta run money plays, or else you're gonna die, out there. But now the offensive line is kind of offensive line, and they doing their blocking and you thing like that. You feel me? So that makes the game a little too easy when you got an offensive line that isn't, like, again, on paper, got a superstar left tackle, got a young guy with hidden development, got 2 stars in them. Like, they look good, but in real life, 6. I see other people balling. I'm like, so we will say who's gonna shine this year? The running back. That's who's gonna shine, because run game's gonna be where we eat at. You feel me? Justin Fields gonna get dabble his feet in the run game, obviously, but the run game is where we gonna eat. You feel me? So there's that. I missed what it said before that, but I did see that I that I unlocked an ability, so that's good. And lastly, coach, what will give you an advantage over other coaches in this league? Scouting prospects. Can't wait to get into that one. Drafting will is the key to long-term success. We're going to find the right guys in these rounds where other teams can't. Edge, focus, ability unlock. Thanks, everyone. I'm really excited for this year. Again, even though Justin Fields is looking at his replacement, if someone in the draft is going to be there to replace him, we're going to try and get him the best we can. You never know. This might be a Justin Fields dynasty. It could. I mean, there's no no to Justin Fields. There's just a unlikely. There's just a very unlikely. You know, it's just a very unlikely. I'll take a waiver on a guy before I stay with him. I mean, and it's nothing. That's nothing against Justin Fields. It's just that's a me thing. Like, you know, I'm big on, you know, want to get my own guys. It's the reason why I don't do the Ravens. You'll never, if this video blows up and I become one of these people that people watch, you'll never see me do the Ravens until Lamar Jackson retires, because we're not doing that. We're not the case. Oh, give me one more. Give me one more. Yeah, never doing the Ravens until Lamar retires, and then maybe be doing the Ravens. Getting them boys back in shape. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying the Ravens need to be getting back into shape. With the roster that we have, with the players that we have, this year was like, I mean, it's another thing you guys might learn about me. Big LeBron James fan here. This is like the Miami Heat losing in the finals. And we're not even in the playoffs or nothing like that yet. It's just watching the season be what it is. This is almost as disappointing as I was when I seen the Heat lose. I was like, there was no way. There was just no way, and it happened. Turned around on it, boy. That's a little crazy. That one was a little crazy. Yeah, we got a chance. We got a chance. This one has to go to the house. Oh, get down. Okay. Yeah, this one definitely has to go to the house. And we get the job. Series. Gonna get Garrett Wilson better. I mean, he's the only guy we really want to work on here. I know they have a rookie receiver, but by the time he gets good, we'll have somebody else. You know, so Garrett Wilson is gonna be the vet for whoever we draft. Justin, I just need these passes on target. You feel me? I need this on target, baby. It's leads to the inside biome. Sauce, you can't guard it. Don't care who it is, Sauce. You can't guard it. Get off on him. I get off on it. You feel me? You feel me? Hey, release the inside. Oh, we get back underneath it. We get hands on it. Bring it down. Release the inside. Cut on him. Uh-oh. Whew, that one was close. That one was close. That one was close. That one was close. I almost overdid that one because if you miss any of them, there's a high chance you're not gonna get the 10,000. I could have went and got this one inside. We're starting this one off bad, chat. We're starting this one off bad, chat. What are we doing? Oh my God, what are we doing? What? Try. We're unlocked. We're unlocked. We have to lock in. Lock it in. Lock it in. Let's go. Really gotta focus in and lock it in. Really gotta lock it in for these guys here. This is the position in which it's like, if you can get a development upgrade, which I'm not sure if I'm going to. I just, you know, gotta do the training camp to get them. But I didn't have the upgrade to get the boost on it. So there's no, well, I mean, that didn't guarantee it, but it gave it a boost. So we'll see, but you never. Now I have 2 offensive linemen with superstar, which is they're the rarest thing to get. That time didn't miss any. That was nice. That was nice. You see, clean run. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, Chad, we're probably not gonna do. Don't get an upgrade right there. We're probably not gonna do chase and tackle though. That one is no bueno. What do we do here? Who do we do here? I'm just gonna do Quinn and Will. Nah, we're just gonna do the good players. Like, I know it's probably crazy to do like the best player on your team, on your D line. I'm gonna do Sauce Gardner too, but I mean, hey, everybody else is here to enjoy the ride. These guys are gonna be the guys who, if we have any success in the first year, you're only as good as your best players take you. In certain situations, that will be the situation in this series. Our best players are going to have to take us as far as we get. And I think upgrading the best players here is the best option for players, for team. What are we doing, Quentin? What are we doing? We getting double team in practice? Oh, give me the Devin Booker. There's no double teaming in practice. There's no double teaming in practice. Oh my God, we're not going to get there in time. Oh my God, we're not gonna get there in time. I don't even have to do a move. At least we got silver. We'll take the point. Just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. We'll do Sauce. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing the chase tackle one. I'm not doing it. It's not happening. It's not happening. That one. We'll do Sauce. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing the chase tackle one. I'm not doing it. It's not happening. It's not happening. That one aggravates me. We'll do it when we get a linebacker. When we draft our linebacker, our rookie, we'll do chase and tackle. But till then, even are we witnessing? No pun intended. But are we witnessing the buffoonery that is Madden? There we go. There we go, Sauce. There we go. Get it over and done with early. The job done early. Put the women and kids in bed. All that catching, he didn't even catch that. This might be one of the higher scores I think I've ever got. I don't think I've ever gotten this much. Put the women and kids in bed, Sauce. I mean, 30,000 trying almost coming up here. Oh, rock bottom. Oh my. Get him with a rock bottom. It's crazy. I'm gonna go slot here because slot for cornerbacks has seemed over the last couple of years to give you the best upgrades for cornerbacks. I mean, you get 5 here, so let me see. You get 2 tackling, you get 4 in your pursuit, get a zone, a play rec, awareness. Like it gives you, a lot. I will say 76 catching, Sauce, and you were dropping a lot of picks in practice. I don't like that one. Let me see for no cycle here. We're getting his finesses up, so we're gonna go speed and get his finesse moves up. Just get him a little bit more rounded out here. He gets +2 on the speed and the power. See, it just gives you a lot more, So now you got over 80 on his finesse. And because that gave me a power, we're gonna go speed again. You never know. Gave me another power and 3 on the finesse. Look at that. One last thing I want to do before I get into some gameplay here. And in the preseason here, we're gonna be doing the moments for the preseason. And as I'm doing what I'm gonna be doing here, which will be, I'm not gonna mess with any traits. The only players that I'll mess with traits are guys that I draft. When I draft you, if you have 99 hit power or 99 spectacular catch, I'll give you the traits that make sense. I'm not going to give a receiver highlight reel when his spectacular catch is 79 or something like that. No, we're not doing that. Like, we're going to leave you at whatever. If you get rat catch or aggressive, like, they don't get that. But if you get 90 or better spectacular catch as a receiver that I draft and you don't have a highlight reel, I'm going to give you that. If I draft a defensive player or safety or something and has 99 hit power and he doesn't have big hitter, I'm gonna give you that. It's just because it makes sense for your build. But for the most part, I'm not gonna mess with any of the guys. The only guys I will mess with is like if I draft an X Factor or a superstar. If you're an X Factor or a superstar when I draft you, again, it'll also be based on ratings and things like that. You'll see. We'll get into it, but I will be adjusting these because some players just have bad ones, just bad ones. It doesn't make sense. I do want to give a shout out to two guys who stream, guys who stream that inspired the doing of this video making, YouTube making thing here. Other than I got friends that tell me, "Oh, you should do this, man. You should record, man. You should make a video." Other than those guys who know who they are, they will remain nameless unless they want to be named. But there's two guys that actually do this. This is what they do. That I want to shout out because they are the inspiration to doing it, and that is Bangle. He's a streamer. He's a Twitch streamer. Bangle.twitch.tv. Just fucking gave him a goddamn free shout out, but hopefully it gets to him. So shit, maybe he's like, hey, you guys go check him out. But anyways, yeah, so Bengal he's big on the rebuilding of teams. He always picks a team. Right now he's doing the Saints, which is the same team I had picked, which is leading to kind of the rebuild. Because watching him doing the Saints and me doing the Saints is kind of like But yeah, him. He's a big one on here, and he's in year 2 on his. If you guys want to check him out anytime. And Mr. Hurricane. He's another one. His is a little different though. He watches. Like he'll have it to where he's just drafting players, sitting at the desktop doing the training. But when it comes to the gameplay, he's watching it, and that's a pretty interesting thing. It's a pretty interesting way of the Madden. I actually like that. I actually enjoy watching his series because it's like the drafting of players and the traits matter. Like if you draft a quarterback and he has, let me see here, quick clock, making makes escape after making the first read, like not like you want to draft a quarterback with better, not risky taking all these things, seeing ghosts and all these things, you feel me? Like you don't want to draft a quarterback like that. You want to draft a quarterback with better traits. It makes the traits are big when you're watching the guys. It's actually another interesting series there going on with Mr. Hurricane. But those two guys there are guys who they inspired the whole, man, you should make videos, you should make YouTube, other than, like I said, my friends who've been telling me. But the watching is like, man, this is actually dope. I actually like what they got going on over here, and this is what I do in my spare time. Every time Madden comes out, I pick a team, I rebuild the team. So it's like, hey, let's let's try it. Let's try. Again, with the shout out to Mr. Hurricane, or with the shout out to Bengal, we will be giving a shout out to the way he plays his games. At least, cause I will be playing every single game, the whole first season, every game, playoff games, win, loss, go in 16, 16-0, or however, 18-0, however many games are in the regular season now. The preseason will get played. I will be playing the moments. I will not be playing every snap in the preseason. That's just not. The preseason is just an evaluation of talent. It's not really I'm not really here to find guys that I'm trying to win with here. Like, there's some guys out here that'll make the team. There's some guys on here that have no chance, and the ones that have no chance know who they are. We're gonna cut the camera real quick. You guys can listen to the background. Actually, because it's not too crazy, we'll give you a start up. You guys can watch. Okay, first moment here. Your defense needs your help. Let's get it tough. Let's get tough and keep them out the zone. Okay, cool. Let's get it. Let's get a stop, defense. We're first quarter on the 15-yard line. Also, another thing that I will be doing throughout this series is when play calls pop up, when the play sheet pops up, whatever play is the blue play, that is the play I will be calling on defense. Let the coordinators call the plays. I'm not going to pick my own plays on offense, shot plays, none of that. We're just going to, let the game call plays. Somebody gets hurt on the first snap of Jets franchise. That's no good. That's no good. Hopefully he'll be back. Hopefully he's not hurt for a long time. The season's right around the corner. But yeah, I will be picking the X play, so you will be seeing me pick plays kind of fairly quick. Oh, I got killed on the play action, though. And my corner never turns around for the play. 2 plays, touchdown, right in the series. Continue to the next moment. Give me an offensive moment. It's 3rd and alert. Okay, the X play again. What are we looking at here? I actually want to switch this to not a read option. We'll stay here then, because we're probably going to take off anyways. You could have waited that one and threw that one to Garrett Wilson, but when the offensive line is going to break down pretty soon, you get it out. We continue to the next moment. We're still down 7, second quarter. We'll go with the X play here. It's 3rd and 7. Okay. 3rd down. Let's get a first here. Oh, we got Terod Taylor back here. Terod, make that throw. Has Terod got it? Oh. He just doesn't have the arm. He has to put that on like the 5 and let the running back go underneath that. The running back also isn't fast. That isn't my starter. So, Ed Brees Hall. So, we're not getting the separation that we probably could have got with a faster running back. But it's preseason. We're not really looking for talent here. We're getting through the preseason series here. Oh, the inside break got me. All right, defense, let's make a stop here. Man coverage this close to the end zone I really don't like, but let's see what we have out here. They probably, they got Malik Wilson. They got Malik Willis, and you can't forget the speed. You can't forget the speed, and you got to know that's what he's going to lean on to do. You just got to key in on it. We're getting blown out here in our first preseason game here, which is very Jets-like. I mean, we're playing the Green Bay Packers. We're going to try and put some type of points on the board. Throw the ball away there. It's 4th down. We just didn't want to get knocked out of field goal range here. Hopefully they allow. Oh, no, we're going to go for it. I love it. It's preseason football. You go for it. Oh, probably kick field goals in the preseason. Kicker better be ready for the regular season. You just better be ready. There's no preseason field goals that matter. You couldn't kick a field goal. This is a bad pass. I think this is what we're going to have to deal with our starting quarterback. I don't really think there's too much of a crazy, other than the speed threat, there's not too much of a crazy difference in what I'm going to be having to deal with Justin Fields here. And oh, this is also, oh no, this is a decent one. That was a decent throw. If you would have threw it on the target, 24 was picking it. 24 was picking it. We haven't even completed a pass here, which that's not good. But part of that, we'll take it off again. Terod doesn't have the wheels. Coach wants to just air it out. I might have to switch back to the Jets playbook. Oh wait, I do have the Jets playbook. Yeah, I switch my defense. Yeah, we're not creating a separation. Nobody's creating separation right now. This is the backups. The starting. Obviously, like I said, I'm playing the moments, so you're not going to get too many reps with your starters in a preseason game because it's going to kind of like give you 1 or 2 offensive moments. Like I probably had like 4 moments that game, but not scoring isn't ideal. It isn't ideal in what we want to do, but it's what happens sometimes. And with that, I don't think there's any stats that we want to look at on the preseason game 1. Like I was just it was what you call take you out behind the shed and show you who's boss. That's what happened just now. And Green Bay really did their job on Big Green. That's what they did just now. They showed him who's boss. Oh my goodness. It's a preseason football game. Jackson Dart's still in the game. His first goal still in the game. Not taking anybody. He saw over to the 4-yard line before anybody decides they want to put a hand on him. Somebody, there we go. There we go, fellas. You got to make a play. You guys have to make plays. You want to show coach that you're here to be a starter. You got to make plays for your. Get him out. Let's go. Let's get a stop here, fellas. Let's get a stop, fellas. Let's get a stop, fellas. That's big. That's big. It may be preseason, but that's big for the statement that our team wants to make, for what we want to be here in New York. That is big. Getting any stop is big. Every one we get throughout the season will be big. We have the ball here. Oh, we're gonna do read option. Okay. This read option here I never really liked, but I'm gonna try it. Hand it off. Brees Hall gets in the end zone, untouched. Touchdown, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. First touchdown of the series. Brees Hall. He does. Coach, sit him down. He's doing that in a rainstorm, and he's gonna end up having to rush for 1,500 rushing yards. Sit him down. If he's in on the next series, I gotta sit him down. We're not doing that. And what are we doing? What are we doing? He's putting the whole. He better hope there's not a running back in the draft. If there's a running back in the draft, I gotta draft him and hope that he has the sense. I'm missing the word. He has the ability that doesn't have him doing crazy celebrations like that in the rain. That's outlandish. We're jumping up and down like that, like we just won a Super Bowl with that. All right, we're gonna take a time out here. It's pouring down rain. Okay, coach. Okay, coach said, you know what? Nah, we ain't going downfield unless we break for something. I love how the weather looks in this game. This was a big thing on why I was able to go halftime. Let's go to halftime. This is a big thing that made me restart my series. That I never had a series that you guys know, but I had a franchise build that I did, and I did it with the Saints, and it was a great rebuild. I had a lot of fun with it, but I also wanted to have the weather. And when you're playing with the Saints, you play in a dome, and you play against Atlanta twice a season, and one time is in a dome. You know, like a lot of your season is inside a dome, so you're not experiencing the weather. Then when your team gets good, all the playoff games are in the dome, so you're not playing in snow. I just wanted to, play in a team that, you play against Buffalo, New England, and Miami. You're gonna experience weather. And playing Buffalo, New England, you're going to experience snow. And that's a big thing with this game is the weather factor, and I want to experience the snow games, especially in playoff games. Let that be a factor in playoff games. It's going to be fun. It's just going to be fun football to play and watch and record and everything like that. It's going to be fun. I'm at least hoping that it is. Because even with cutting in the rain like this, I can see that there's a huge difference. Oh, we got a touchdown on that play. Good play. But yeah, I just want to experience weather, so that's why we're in New York. It was either New York or Seattle, and it's a good stop, fellas. Why is Scatterbull and Russell Wilson still out here in the fourth quarter? We'll get a stop there and we'll take it. Man, the defense is actually stepping. Interception by Jarvis Brownlee for 44 yards too. Yeah, it was a return on that. That's nice. The defense is making plays. Hopefully they can transfer that to the regular season where we're making plays, because as from my experience, it's a treacherous road playing defense. It's a treacherous road playing defense. Get it out, Taylor. There you go. Let's get there, Cleo. Let's get there. Run him over. Ah. We're almost in the end zone. This is where we're going. Let's go. Let's get in there. 27, baby. Let's win the New York Bowl. Let's win the preseason New York Bowl. Come on, team. We're not out here in the rain for nothing. What do we want to get a stop, maybe? The hands team's got to do it. Let me show me who wants a contract. Let's go. They even illegal touch. It might end. I love this Madden with the things that happen that you just would never see in previous Madden. You'd never see that in previous Maddens. Never. Don't really like this play call, but coach wants to get the first down, so we'll try. I'm not going to be, because that is a cornerback right there. That the game just is horrible sometimes with it. At least we'll take the catch. We'll stay in bounds. We'll kick a field goal. We'll go up 10 with less than a minute. We'll go up 10 with less than a minute. And we'll take the New York Bowl. Yes, we'll take the New York Bowl in the preseason. It's a good first win of my coaching career, but we try to get our first win week 1. Who are we missing here? Free safety? Is somebody hurt? I believe so. There will be, wow, 2 free safeties hurt. Last preseason game of the season. Guys want to be hurt. Guys want to not play. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure if that's the smartest thing, but okay. I mean, we're actually probably going to sign Kevin King. He's got the decent speed. He's got the agility. The change of direction allows you to roam left and right. He actually might make my roster because of that. Because of that, he's 6'3", 200 pounds. He might actually make my roster just because off that. That's how we're doing our final preseason game. That's how we're opening up. I like it. Pyrotechnics. Hey, it's like lights. Good pick. And usually, one thing I didn't notice about the game is if you do actually pick the play that the defense calls, or that the defense coordinator calls, you don't make any adjustments. You don't make any moves. You just click on a guy and be on that guy. The defense will actually do pretty well. Not right there. Sauce Gardner actually could have got a hand on that if he got in front of it. But the defense actually does pretty well. Like, as you see, he was on the run there. It wasn't like he just was standing in the pocket, just standing there waiting to throw the football. She got my helmet knocked loose. But I feel like the game performs better when, like, how I talked about it, where I'm not going to be clicking on receivers, I'm not going to be clicking on corners. I feel like the game plays better. Like there's just more genuine interactions when you throw it to a receiver and you allow the receiver to make the play. Like I know people complain about, oh, the guy didn't jump for the ball or things like that. If you allow the computer to do it, he'll jump for the ball. You got to put it in a place where, Dylan, if you would have threw that football, don't get killed before the preseason is over. If you threw that football, King would have probably established a starting position. If King gets a pick here, I'm probably going to make him a starter because these other guys want to get hurt last game preseason. You think that's ironic, or you think these guys just, a legal man downfield? It's got to be, right?
Pass interference.
Pass interference. We'll take it. I got routed. I wasn't looking. As you can see, I was looking down, chat. I got routed. I was looking down. Not paying attention. Gotta pay attention. Gotta pay attention. That was a little upsetting for me. I'm not gonna lie. It was a little upsetting because I like, again, like I said, I'm good at the game, so it's kind of like there's sets where it's like you kind of know what route's coming, you know what the car. Be there. It's like film study. I'm not cheating the game by knowing what they're bringing out on the field. It's like film study. You know what route they're running. Come. Yeah, Wilson, that's a big right there. The ball when I need to run the ball. Trust that these guys are going to make plays. That's a nice dive and catch there. We got an injury on the play. Our rookie was tight end. That's no good. Could be possibly missing an opening week depending on the injury. But it's a great diving catch. He's going to drop that. It's because he's a running back. It's because he's decent. Taylor, bruised ribs. We're going to sit you here for this series. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. You're probably our starting tight end. You know, they drafted him to be the starter, so that's who this is going to be what he is. Justin Fields, you got to get the ball out of your hand. But we're going to now click into the moments here because we do want to just get through the preseason games. But that was not a good first drive defense-wise or offensive-wise. I mean, we got scored on defense. Didn't score on offense. I mean, did we get a first down? I don't even think we got a first down. It's not looking good to start the season. Hopefully, when we get to the draft here, that'll be looking good. Because the active roster right now, not looking too good. And we have to cut. We have to make the active roster that we have that is already not good even worse by cutting people. Somebody, there we go. Hurts. He understands that they are in a just get through this game. We're going to press here, actually, and we're going to cover inside. And we get beat to the inside. But it's 14 zip. It's a preseason. I don't even really care about it. We're not going to go back and look at it. We're going to need to beef up the offensive line. This is the first place we're looking in the draft here. And I'm afraid to throw that pass to get Garrett Wilson. This is not a good start to a series. This is not a good start to a series of what you guys are going to be here to watch. Hopefully here to watch. We're not looking good. It's not looking good. We can't create separation. Nobody can create any separation. It's not looking good. We're probably going to have to delve into our own playbook here in the sense of like call our own plays. I am going to keep it to whatever plays on the first three here, but I got to call some get opens. We got to get open here. We don't want to look like this during all the season. Want to get some points here to feel some type of pride for ourselves, but this can't be our default setting right here. This can't be how we do this. They go down and score again. I mean, it's Philadelphia. They're the defending champs and 0-6, right? 0-6. This is what 0-6 looks like. This is what 0-6 looks like. We can't wait for our best receiver to get open. We don't have the time for that. We can't run away from anybody. We can't run away from one of the biggest defensive linemen in football with a 93 speed. Can't get away from that. This is just what 0-6 looks like and what it looks like when you're playing with a bad team. We're going to get a... I just need a moment, fellas. I just need a... Let me get some time. If the ship goes crazy and there's no and there's no if the ship gets crazy and there's no quarterback in the thing, it just feels just sit down and we're gonna draft this guy. What if there's a guaranteed receiver or something? But right now, Justin Fields is our starter. Right now, Justin Fields is our starter. I think that's pretty obvious. Again, like I was saying though, like this is the preseason. It's the New York Jets. There's not really too many positions that were up for grabs out there. Really, quarterback wasn't one. As I speak of the quarterback, it wasn't one. But if the season gets crazy, he can always, you know, get ready for the next one. We're gonna make a free agent signing here. It's kind of a big name splash here. I think it'll probably be a big name splash if he's still there, and he is. So we're gonna sign Odell Beckham. We're gonna bring him back to New York City. Give him one last hurrah. He's gonna get some playing time. He's gonna get some playing time. I understand his overall and whatnot, but we're gonna get him out there. We're gonna get Odell out there. I think this is a fun sign. I think this is a fun little sign for the first year. He's gonna get his Odell. He's gonna get his Odell Beckham jersey. Oh, welcome back to MetLife, Odell. This is gonna be a fun year. We get to use Odell. We get to have that. I mean, that's gonna be fun. It's a big sign in there.